It's time for Evanston Red Devil Sports live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN 99.1 FM. Red Devil Sports are brought to you by Rocky Mountain Power, Ready, Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, Uintah County School District number 1, Bear River Dental, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Western Wyoming Community College Evanston Campus and Uintah BOCES, Mountain West Business Solution, Evanston Regional Hospital, Cache Valley Visitors Bureau, Dr. McKay Frankum, the Best Western Dunmar Inn and Legal Tender Restaurant, Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Freeway Tire, Hoover Chiropractic, the Come On In Casper, and by T7 Propane. Good evening, everybody. Elan, Olliff coming to you live from the broadcast booth here at Evanston Red Devil Gymnasium, site of the 2024 Evanston Border Wars. The Evanston Red Devils get ready to shut down the 2024 edition of the tournament with a matchup against the South Summit Wildcats out of Utah. Should be a great matchup, and we'll tell you more about it right after this. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Cazin's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be with brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more. Visit Cazin's Furniture, 941 Front Street, Evanston.
Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com. When was the last time you got to stay at a hotel that had an indoor waterfall and a fish pond? Or a hotel with a swimming pool, a baby pool, and 5 hot tubs? At the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming, you'll get all of this, plus an amazing complimentary breakfast. You can even reserve a suite with a private jacuzzi for 2. The rates are so affordable that every time you're in Casper, you and the whole family can stay without breaking the bank. The best hotel in Casper is the Come On In and Suites. Make your reservations today and come on in.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender bender-er, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth. Time for the scene set on our Cazin's Ace and Furniture pregame show as the Red Devils have taken on the South Summit Wildcats at the Border Wars the last 3 years in a row, and they've been 3 straight victories for South Summit. According to Max Preps, dating back to 2017, the first time these two teams played was back in 2018. And the Red Devils with a 2-1 victory. Last time these two teams played was September 2nd, 2023 at the Border Wars. South Summit with a win in 13 sets. Or excuse me, with a win in 3 sets, 25-18, 23-25, and 15-13. So very, very close for them. And again, was just last year, September 2nd, 2023. Well, it should be a lot of fun, and we will tell you about some more stuff we've learned throughout the game later on. But we will first come back and recap our conversation with reigning 3A state champion, state champion diver, Evanston's very own Rachel Johnson, on the Aspen Cinemas Student Spotlight. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane for all your propane needs.
Top quality tools for your project. Triangle Bar Equipment Evanston has you covered. Small tools to heavy equipment. We have exactly what you need to get the job done. Triangle Bar Equipment in Evanston. Call 307-789-2639 today.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast booth. Time for our standout student, brought to you by Aspen Cinemas in Evanston, Wyoming. Inviting you to check out Transformers 1. Scan the QR code on the graphic or get your tickets to Transformers 1 at aspencinemas.com. Our standout student this week was Rachel Johnson. Excuse me, it's been a long day. The reigning 3A state champion diver, as Johnson talked to us about how she has some goals for the rest of her career. Of course, she wants to win another state title. She wants to break her own school record, and definitely takes a lot of pride in the fact that she's transitioned from that young upstart to one of the leaders in the state as far as the diving is concerned. So big thank you to Rachel Johnson for joining us on our Aspen Cinemas Student Spotlight. Aspen Cinemas inviting you to check out and get your tickets to Transformers 1, opening September 20th. The untold origin story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, better known as sworn enemies, but once were friends bonded like brothers who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. That's Transformers 1, opening September 20th. Get your tickets now, though, at aspencinemas.com or scan the QR code on the graphic. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll get you set for this one with our Ellingford Brothers pregame coaches show. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse of what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
And we welcome you back to the Coaches Show. Brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-79-1515 for all your sand, cement, and gravel needs. Didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Taryn Lawler after that matchup, but Cazin Lawler came up and had a few words with me. And she talked about how the team was very, very happy with that game that they played. Felt like everything was firing on all cylinders. And that goes in line with our keys to the game that we talked about earlier before that game, as the Red Devils got a 2-set victory over Kemmer. They also got one over Tabiona and Manila, as everything has been coming up Red Devils lately in this one. But Kyan told me that this is the best team that they will face all day, and the numbers don't lie. Every time these two teams have gotten together, it has been a knockout, drag-out battle. Again, dating back to 2007, it is a 1-3 record, according to Max Preps, for Evanston against South Summit. Their lone win coming in 2018, winning it 2-1. They lost in 2021, 3-2. They lost in 2022, 2-0, and they lost in 2023, 2-1. So it has been a very, very close matchup between these two teams for the last few years. That is our abbreviated pregame coach show, brought to you by Ellingford Brothers, 307-79-1515. We'll be right back with First Serve and our Cowboy State Realty keys to the game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When you're starting a project, you want to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you may need. From screwdrivers to angle grinders, Norco has the tool solution for you. Norco, 95 Independence Drive in Evanston, serving you better.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today.
Let's stop into Mountain West Business Solutions to see what Randy and the team are up to today. Randy is printing out testimonials from satisfied customers. Let's see what some of them say.
Bar none, the best customer service in the industry.
Mountain West has been perfect for our business needs.
We simply could not survive as a business without Mountain West Business Solutions.
For all your equipment, printing, and software solution needs, Mountain West Business Solutions. 866-583-9925.
Moving on to our keys of the game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. Well, for the Red Devils, this is a kind of a great test, as they have had a very successful weekend. They played 7 matches and are 6-1. Their lone loss coming to a very good Bonneville team, as Evanston lost that in 2 straight sets, but the set scores were 26-24, so very, very close, showing you how much this Red Devil team is going to be competitive this year. Now they take on South Summit, looking to beat them for the first time since 2018. So it's put it all together, full performance like what we saw against Manila. That's your keys to the game, brought to you by Cowboy State Realty. As we now go ahead and get set to introduce you to our 2024 Evanston Red Devils.
I'm Kaisley Fitch, 25, middle blocker, senior. Go Big Red.
I'm Austin Robertson, class of 2025, and I'm a DS libero.
I'm Jaylee Critchfield. I'm a senior, and I'm a setter.
Hey, my name's Alyssa Brown. I'm a junior, and I'm an outside hitter.
I'm Autumn Neely. I'm a junior, and I'm your right side.
I'm Cassidy Coley. I'm a junior, and I'm a libero.
Hi, I'm Braylon Morrison. I'm a junior, and I'm a setter/right side.
I'm Kyle Lawler. I'm a sophomore and an outside hitter.
I'm Cassie Barker. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a middle.
Hello, I'm Annalie West. I'm a sophomore, and I'm a right side. Thank you for watching.
Here we go, set number 1, brought to you by our friends at Jackalope Delivery. Evanston's Jaylee Critchfield to serve. Blue jersey, white numbers for Evanston. Green jersey, white numbers for the Wildcats of South Summit. Ace to start it off for the Red Devils. Jaylee Critchfield goes off the libero. Mariah Bowen for an ace. Critchfield to serve again. First touch in the back, it is Rogel back to the Red Devils. Lawler off the block and out of play on the near sideline in Evanston with a 2-0 start. If Evanston's gonna beat a team like South Summit, they're gonna need a big game from Critchfield, Lawler, Brown, Barker, and Fitch. Served by Critchfield as Evanston's got the full student section here for Border Wars. As going up high and returning it back to the Red Devils for a kill is Taya Rose. From the net, 2-1 Red Devils. Rose to serve for the Wildcats of South Summit. First touch, Coley back row. Critchfield jump set. Barker off the block and down on the South Summit side. 3-1 Evanston. Kyan Lawler to serve. First touch, back row. It's South Summit's Broadbent, but they can't control it on the second touch. Red Devils up 4-1 on the T7 propane board. Lawler to serve. First touch in the back, it is Cummings. But there is no third touch as the second touch goes into the net. Red Devils off to a hot start, 5-1 on the T7 propane board. No, they gave the point to South Summit. I beg your pardon. 4-2, Evanston. Back to serve, number 24, Cummings. Serve received by Evanston as Brown sends it down the near line. Bowen, left side attack from Broadbent. Headed out of bounds, but kept in by Lawler. Cleared out by Critchfield. Back to the Wildcats. Broadbent, far sideline, off the top of the net and down on the 10-foot stripe, despite a diving attempt by Alyssa Brown. 4-3 Red Devils on the T7 propane board. Ellie Cummings, the senior. 7 seniors to my quick count for this one as Cummings goes long on the serve. Red Devils lead 5-3. Here in set 1, brought to you by Jackalope Delivery, doing the hopping for your shopping. Fitch checks in for Coley. Barker to serve for Evanston. First touch, Bowen. Broadbent, far sideline, looking for the near corner, deflected high by Barker. Lawler tries to punch it over on the third hit as she's running towards the far corner and can't get it over the net. 5-4. There is energy in this building tonight. Served by Lot Long. Red Devils with a 6-4 lead. Austin Robertson comes in for Autumn Neely and she'll serve. That one's long. 6-5 on the T7 propane board. Ridley Stapleton to serve for the Wildcats. First touch, Coley back row. One hit almost over the net, but instead calmed down by Critchfield, who goes back to Lawler to send it over. Far side, Broadbent off the Evanston block, kept alive by Evanston. Critchfield goes Brown, near sideline, dug up by the Wildcats. Cleared out in 3, and now Evanston with a chance. Critchfield sends it high. Brown near side, looking for the back line, too much. 6-all on the T7 propane board. Served by the Wildcats. Stapleton, received by Evanston. Critchfield sets up Fitch. Diving dig by Stapleton. Gets her fingertips on it. Cleared out by the Wildcats. Critchfield, dump set, looking for the far side of the 10-foot line. Wildcats say no. Broadbent into the Evanston block. Back to the Wildcats. Broadbent, take two. Looking for the far corner, found it. And it's 7-6, South Summit. Stapleton to serve. First touch, Brown, back row. Critchfield goes to Lawler beyond the 10-foot line, too much. 8-6, South Summit. Stapleton to serve. It is loud over here. Serve received by Evanston. Critchfield, dump set down on the far sideline. Reverse dump set. And that's your leading candidate for your Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the game. What a final border wars for Jaylee Critchfield. Red Devils down by 1, sending Brown to serve. First touch, Stapleton for the Wildcats. Send it to Broadbent. Far sideline. Tier drops it over the net. Sent back by Critchfield. Broadbent digs for South Summit. South Summit into the Evanston block. Give the kill to Emily McNulty for the Wildcats. And it's 9-7 South Summit. Broadbent to serve for the Wildcats. Evanston with the first touch goes Critchfield to Lawler. Blocked by South Summit, still on Evanston's side. Lawler back over the net. Back on the far sideline, hard attack from Ellie Cummings and out of play off of the Evanston block. 10-7, South Summit. Broadbent to serve for the Wildcats again. Serve receive by Coley. Critchfield camps out under it on the far sideline. Lawler from beyond the 10-foot line, down in the back row. Kaisley Fitch back to serve. Served by Fitch. Received by Stapleton. Sends it over to Cummings. Drops it over the net. Down in the front side of the 10-foot line. And it's 11-8. Wildcats. White jersey libero senior Mariah Bowen to serve for the Wildcats. First touch, Lawler in the back row. Critchfield back set. Barker drops it over the net. Back to the Wildcats. Cummings clears it out. First touch, Robinson in the corner, but she tries for the punch, but it rolls to the back of her fist and behind her, down for the kill. Wildcats by 4. Served by Bowen, down in the back line. Judgment call by Lawler on the near corner, and they give it to South Summit. Timeout, Tara Lawler will take it as well. Red Devils down by 5 on the T7 propane board in set 1, brought to you by Jackalope Delivery on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
You went fishing and forgot your bait at home? Jackalope. Getting your shred on and need to pick up groceries? Jackalope. Jackalope Delivery. If we have it here, we can get it there. Your locally owned delivery company. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Red Devils down by 5 in the first trouble they've really seen all day as South Summit leads 13-8 on the T7 propane board. Set 1 brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. Serve by Bowen, received by Evanston. Critchfield goes Lawler, near sideline, drops it over the net. Diving dig by Stapleton and cleared out by the Wildcats. Critchfield pushes it over the net, looking for the far corner. Bowen says no. Left side, Cummings kept by the Red Devils. Critchfield goes to Lawler off the South Summit block, push back over, diving dig by Robertson, sets up Lawler for an attack at the front row. Back to the Wildcats, Punched up by Robertson, cleared out by Coley. Here come the Wildcats. Back set, goes into the Evanston block and the Red Devils. Lawler near sideline, great dig by Stapleton, and it's returned out of bounds. Red Devils with the kill. Give it to the sophomore, Kyan Lawler. 13-9 as Critchfield will go back to serve. Long. Makes it 14-9 South Summit. Taya Rose to serve for South Summit. First touch, Evanston's Brown. Critchfield pops it up. Brown from the 10-foot line. Great dig by Broadbent. Back set, right side attack is good from Rogel. 15-9 Wildcats. Taya Rose to serve again. First touch, Brown back row. Critchfield cross set. Lawler over the line. Teardrops it down on the 10-foot line. Red Devils cut the gap to 5 as Lawler will go back to serve. Serve received by Broadbent. Sets over to Cummings, into the net. Red Devils down by 4 with Lawler to go again. Set 1 brought to you by Jackalope Delivery, doing the hopping for your shopping. Serve received by the Wildcats. Set up and pushed over by Lott. Back to the Red Devils. Neely on the far side and off a diving Taya Rose and over the back line. Lawler to serve again. Down by 3. 15-12. First touch. It is Cummings. She gets the pass back. Goes for an attack in the back row. Off of Lawler and into the stage, or excuse me, the bench of the Red Devils. And the lead is back out to 4 for the Wildcats. Ellie Cummings to serve again for the Wildcats. First touch, Coley back row. Critchfield jump set, looking for Barker. Great dig by the Wildcats. Bowen to Broadbent on the far sideline. Deflected up by Critchfield, but nobody could get there to take the pass. It goes down as a point for South Summit, and the Wildcats lead by 5. Served by Cummings, received by Lawler. Critchfield goes Lawler. 10-foot line, drops it over the net, and down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Red Devils trail by 4. Here comes Barker. Serve is down for an ace. Off of Bowen beyond the 10-foot stripe and goes right down in front of her. Red Devils down by 3. 17-14. Barker with the serve. Received by Cummings. Broadbent, far sideline, down in the near side of the back row. Lott to serve for the Wildcats. First touch, Lawler in the back. Critchfield sets up Brown, near sideline, down in the near corner. Great attempt to block it by Taya Rose, but it just skips past her. And the Red Devils bring it back to 3. Down 18-15. Serve by Autumn Neely. First touch, Bowen. Setting up Broadbent, who barely gets it over net. Critchfield tries to spike it herself. Instead, it'll go back to the Red Devils in one hit. Brown near sideline. Deflected high, Bowen. Rose goes Broadbent into the net. Red Devils by trail by 2. Neely to serve again. 18-16. Set 1 brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. Serve received by Cummings. Sets up Broadbent left side. Great dig by Coley in the near corner. Critchfield Brown near sideline, off of Rose, and out of play. South Summit leads by 1, 18-17 on the T7 propane board. Neely to serve. First touch in the back, it's Cummings. Dump set, goes past Fitch, and give the credit to McNulty. (19-17) on the T7 propane board. Serve received by Coley. Critchfield jump set. Brown right sideline. That one is high off of Stapleton. Broadbent puts it over on the third hit. Past Coley and tips it out of bounds. Broadbent with the kill, and it is 2017 South Summit. Stapleton to serve for the Wildcats. Final match here on Court 1 in the 2021 Evanston, or 2024 Evanston Border Wars. Serve received by Brown. Critchfield goes over to Brown, sent back by the Wildcats. Critchfield returns the favor. Broadbent off the Evanston block on the far sideline and out of bounds. 21-17. Wildcats. Stapleton to serve. First touch, Lawler in the back. Critchfield sets it over to Brown. Far sideline, off the block, and down on the Wildcat side. (21-18) on the T7 propane board. Alyssa Brown to serve again. First touch, back row. It is Cummings. Broadbent on the near sideline, drops it over the net. Great dig by Kyan Lawler. Brown from the 10-foot line, deflected high by Cummings. Bowen goes Broadbent, looking for the far corner. Great diving dig by Brown. Critchfield looking for Lawler off of the Wildcats. They'll try to clear it out in 3, and they do. Robertson with the first touch for Evanston. Critchfield goes Lawler down on the 10-foot line. Kyan Lawler cuts it to 2. Brown to serve again. 21-19 Wildcats, set 1. Alyssa Brown lets fly, and that's out of the back line, maybe by a foot. 22-19 Wildcats, serve received by Coley. Critchfield sets up Lawler, near sideline, drops it over, deflected back by Stapleton. Sent over to Cummings, and she clears it out in 3. Evanston gets Critchfield to go Lawler. Near sideline, drops it over the net. Great diving dig by Rose. Pushed back over by Broadbent. Now back to the Red Devils. And it's a reverse dump set by Jaylee Critchfield down on the far sideline. 22-20. Fitch to serve. Red Devils trailing in what has been an exciting set 1. Brought to you by Jackalope Delivery, and this one certainly has delivered. Fitch goes to Stapleton on the serve. Cummings on the far sideline, kept up by Evanston's Brown. Critchfield jump set. Lawler from the far sideline looking for the near corner, denied by Broadbent as Cummings puts the attack from the far sideline down in the far corner, and it's 23-20 Wildcats. Bowen to serve for South Summit. First touch, Brown in the back. Critchfield setting up Barker, and she puts a lot on that one and goes way out. She looked like she might have even surprised herself on how much she put on that one. Set point Wildcats, received by Evanston. Critchfield. Lawler off the South Summit block, and they set it into the net. Well, we don't have the full stands out, but we got the full Red Devil Gymnasium energy that we can expect during conference games. Served by Jaylee Critchfield. Set point South Summit. Pushed out of bounds by South Summit. And the Red Devils down by 2, 24-22. Still set point for the Wildcats. Serve received by Broadbent. And it doesn't matter. Double hit on South Summit. Red Devils down by 3. Or excuse me, down by 1. 24-23. Critchfield to serve. First touch, Stapleton. Still set point, Wildcats. Left side off the Evanston block, and the Red Devils come down. Critchfield goes Lawler off the South Summit block and down on the Evanston side. And that's going to do it for set number 1. Brought to you by Jackalope Delivery. The Wildcats of South Summit take it 25-23 on the T7 propane board. We'll be right back with set 2 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and on the radio at KNYN.
There are 3 things you can always be sure of when you get your tires from Freeway Tire in Evanston. First, they offer a price match guarantee on any published price. Second, whether you're driving across the state for a sporting event or you're just driving around town, you can feel confident knowing that you have top quality tires that have been installed by tire experts. And third, you're always appreciated by the owners and staff at Freeway Tire. It's reflected in the friendly service you receive every time you visit. Freeway Tire, quality tires and great service. Stop in today, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
This has big game energy feel here in Red Devil Gymnasium, as you heard the crowd during this game. Evanston down at times, but came back still. They lost set 1, but it was by the slimmest of margins you could get, 25-23, as Evanston will look to win set 2, brought to you by Uinta Vision, and force a third and deciding set. Onto the court for the Red Devils on the near side. It's Brown, Robertson, Critchfield, Fitch, Barker, and Lawler. Coley stands off the sideline, getting ready to check in for Kaisley Fitch. And to get us started will be Taya Rose of the Wildcats. Serve received by Evanston. Coley goes to Critchfield, who goes left side. Lawler, great dig by the Wildcats. Trying for the attack, and successful is Ellie Cummings as South Summit strikes first from the near sideline. Rose serves again. First touch, back row, Brown. Critchfield sets up Barker. Off the block, kept alive by the Wildcats as they cleared out in 3. Robertson sends it back towards the net, kept alive by Critchfield. but Barker can't chase it down. 2-0 South Summit to start set 2, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision, where our vision is to improve yours. Serve is long. So Rose serves out of bounds. Neely checks in for Robertson. She'll join Critchfield, who's serving, Brown, Coley, Barker, and Lawler. First touch, back row, Broadbent. Back set, pushed over and out by Lott. And the Red Devils tied up at 2. Critchfield with the serve. Down for the ace at the back row. Red Devils take the lead for the first time in this match. Serve received by the Wildcats. Sets up Cummings off the Evanston block, pushed over by Lawler. Punched over by Lott. Now back to the Wildcats. Go one-on-one against Barker, still on the South Summit side. Cummings over the Evanston block in the back row, dug up by Brown. Goes left side to Lawler, down on the 10-foot strike. 4-2 Red Devils. I misspoke. Evanston had the lead early in set 1 as well. Served by Critchfield. Into the net. Ellie Cummings to serve for the Wildcats. Serve receive Brown. Neely goes Critchfield. Lawler drops it over the net. Over return by South Summit. Barker goes up and puts it back down just on the other side of the net on the South Summit side, and it's 5-3 Evanston. Lawler to serve. First touch, back row, Bowen. Broadbent, near sideline, blocked by Barker, kept alive by Brown. Slapped over by Critchfield, now back to the Wildcats. Broadbent sets over the net, back to Evanston. Critchfield with the first touch. Coley goes Brown, far sideline into the net. Red Devils down by 1. Tylee Lott to serve. First touch, Lawler in the back. Critchfield sends it high. Lawler, well beyond the 10-foot line, sends it back to the Wildcats. Broadbent, near sideline, kept alive by Critchfield. Lawler from the back line clears it out. Set over the net by the Wildcats, and now Evanston. Brown from the far sideline puts too much air under it, and we're tied at 5. Lott to serve again. That one just grazes over the net, and it drops down for an ace. South Summit over the net, and now over the Red Devils, 6-5. Lott to serve again. That one is long over the back line. And the Red Devils tie it back up. Great recognition by Kyan Lawler. As Allen was headed for the back line, it was close, and she saw it, and she just kind of turned and let it pass her. Served by Barker. First touch, Broadbent. Gets the pass. Broadbent again from the near sideline, drops it down. Emma Broadbent has had herself a great game as Brinley Stapleton will check in for the Wildcats. South Summit leads by 1. Serve received by Evanston's Brown. Critchfield back set to Neely off of the fingertips of the block of South Summit. Over return is going to go back to Evanston. Didn't see who got a piece of it, but they bounced it off of South Summit and out of bounds. So I guess in the grand scheme of things, it's all that matters that Evanston has tied it up. Autumn Neely with the serve. First touch, Stapleton. Sent back over by the Wildcats and out of bounds by Emily McNulty. Evanston regains the lead 8-7. Here in set 2, brought to you by Uinta Envision. Served by Neely again. First touch, Bowen. The libero now goes over towards the near sideline. Broadbent drops it down in the back row. Past a diving Kyan Lawler. 8-8 on the T7 propane board. Serve received by Evanston. That's an ace. For South Summit's Emma Broadbent. Serve received by Evanston Brown. It's a one-hit return. Trying to put it back and successfully does is Taya Rose. Down on the 10-foot line. And South Summit leads by 2. Broadbent to serve. First touch, Coley near sideline. Critchfield sends it high. Lawler from beyond the 10-foot line clears it out. Back to the Wildcats. Attack there by McNulty, kept alive by the Red Devils. They clear it out in 3. Left side, Cummings looking for the right corner, denied by Lawler. Brown, far sideline, looking far corner, denied by Stapleton. One-hit return back to Fitch, down in the back row. She threads the back line, and the Red Devils cut the gap to 1. Brown to serve. Must win, set 2 for Evanston. First touch, back row is Broadbent. Cummings tries to go near sideline to far sideline, falling away and can't do it, and we're tied at 10. Brown with the serve. First touch, Broadbent in the far corner. Cummings on the near side, wide. Tried to hit the near, and Evanston takes the lead, 11-10. Served by Brown into the net, and we're tied up again. This is the 8th set played by Evanston today. Serve received by Evanston. Critchfield back set looking for Fitch, but it's an over return to Cummings. Great cross set from Critchfield to Lawler, sent back by Cummings, and a diving dig by Evanston's Critchfield. Lawler looking for the back corner, deflected out of bounds, but tracked down by the Wildcats. They clear it in 3. Critchfield dump set, looking for the back line, off of a diving Bowen, and slapped over. Falling away by the Wildcats. Back to Lawler, through the block of South Summit, and now Cummings drops it over the net. Great dig by Evanston Robertson. Lawler tries to go through the block, not gonna happen. Back to Critchfield, off of 2-3 Wildcats and down, and Critchfield gets the well-earned point for Evanston. Kaisley Fitch to serve. Let's fly, that one. Off of Bowen, down for an ace. Red Devils by 2. 13-11 on the T7 board. Fitch again. Long. And the lead is trimmed down to 1. With Taya Rose to serve for the Wildcats. That one is long. Red Devils up 14-12 on the T7 propane board. Critchfield to serve. Robertson checks out. Neely checks in. Critchfield's serve is received by Broadbent. Cummings near sideline, blocked by Neely, sent back to Neely in one hit. She sends it back in 1 and drops it off the back line, off of a diving Taya Rose. 15-12 Red Devils. Set 2. Critchfield serve receive Broadbent. Cummings again on the near sideline, into the net, blocked by Cassie Barker. Red Devils by 4. Critchfield serves again. That one is kept in bounds. Nope, they're going to call ace. The second hit brushed the antenna. Ace for Critchfield. Why not her? She's been doing it all day. Timeout. South Summit, Evanston by 5 in a must-win set 2 for the Red Devils on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and K9.
Just like our Red Devils athletes need breaks to come back and perform at their highest level, our eyes also need breaks. Everyone knows that 20/20 is perfect vision. The 20/20 rule is a great way to help our eyes come back to perform at their highest level. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break from your book, phone, or computer. In addition, it helps to look at something 20 feet away and blink 20 times to help relax your focus and refresh the surface of your eyes. Keep your eyes performing well so you can continue to enjoy watching the Red Devils compete.
When you need your eyes examined, call 307-789-3937.
Now blink!
Red Devils lead by 5 here in the second set, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. South Summit won set 1, 25-23. Best 2 out of 3 in this shortened tournament format. Critchfield to serve again for Evanston. First touch is Broadbent, curling out of bounds, but kept in by South Summit, but they're going to bop it out of bounds after that. Critchfield again. First touch again, Broadbent. Setting up an attack is deflected out of bounds by Lotz. And that ends the run. Red Devils by 5 as the serve goes back to Ellie Cummings. Serve received by Brown. Critchfield gets over to Lawler. Far sideline off the South Summit block and cleared out by Broadbent off the shoulder of Critchfield and behind her. Red Devils still lead by 4. Serve by Cummings, received by Evanston. Critchfield goes Lawler off the fingertips of the South Summit block, and they'll calm it down. Broadbent near sideline, down in the far corner. Here come the Wildcats. South Summit trails by 3. Cummings with the serve, received by Brown. Critchfield sets up Barker, but it goes off the net and right back to her. They call her for 4 hits, and it's a 2-point lead for Evanston. Timeout, Tara Lawler. We'll be right back after this. Set 2 brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. It's Evanston 18, South Summit 16 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Cummings with the serve, and it's received by Evanston. Critchfield dumps it down on the 10-foot line. When they needed her, they got her. Red Devils lead 19-16 as Kyan Lawler will go back to serve. That is a huge dump set for Critchfield. Served by Lawler, received by Bowen. Cummings goes to Broadbent, blocked by Barker, and that is returned down in the back line by Cummings. No, they changed it. They changed it. Into the net goes South Summit, and the Red Devils lead 20-16. Served by Lawler, received by Bowen. Broadbent, right side, that is out of bounds. Red Devils by 5, 21-16. Trying to force a set 3. Set 2 brought to you by UNTI Envision. Served by Lawler, received by Cummings, and it's one hit into the net. Kyan Lawler is on fire right now. Lawler with the serve. Broadbent makes a judgment call, sees it's fading out of play on that near sideline and lets it fall. Red Devils lead by 5. Serve by Lott, received by Evanston. Barker puts it back over the net for the Red Devils. And now left side, Rogel blocked by Brown, trying to clear it out, and the Wildcats do. Lawler with the first touch for Evanston. Critchfield goes Brown. Off the fingertips of the block, deflected high by Cummings. Broadbent from the near sideline, denied by Critchfield. Lawler and Coley collide, and they can't get on the same page. It's behind both of them. And the Red Devils lead shrunk to 4. 22-18. Served by Lott, long. Red Devils lead 23-18 in a must-win set 2. Barker to serve. Long. 23-19. If you're a millennial and you know Monsters Inc., you know that reference. As Evanston leads, as that'll now bring up Brindley Stapleton to serve for South Summit. Received by Evanston's Lawler. Critchfield jump set back to Fitch, and that's off of the South Summit and into the stands. Fitch sets up set point for the Red Devils, and it's Autumn Neely to serve. Served by Neely. Stapleton with the first touch. Broadbent near sideline. That's gone and out. Evanston comes back and takes set number 2, 25-19. Your score in set 2, brought to you by UNTI Envision. And we're going to a race to 15, set 3, right after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
We know you can accomplish your goals. That's why we specialize in the tools you need to be successful. When it comes to safety, parts, accessories, and tools, you've got a professional on your team at Callis Automotive. Reach your goals with the right parts the first time with Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Here we go, set 3 to decide the final match on court 1 of the 2024 Evanston Board Awards. Student section's gonna be fun this year. Jaylee Critchfield to serve for Evanston. Shortened format, best 2 out of 3. Set 3 goes to 15 with a cap of 17. Served by Critchfield. First touch is Rogel. Going for the attack. Wide, far side. was Lott. Red Devils lead 1-0. Critchfield to serve. First touch, back row, Broadbent. Sets it back to Cummings, blocked by Neely. Still on the South Summit side, blocked again by Neely. And now back for a light touch by Lott down on the 10-foot line. 1-1 on the T7 propane board. Taya Rose to serve. First touch, back row, Brown. Critchfield, jump set. Lawler through the South Summit block, kept alive by the Wildcats. They'll clear it out in 3 off of a diving Brown, and then pushed back over by Cooley. Back to the Red Devils, they return it back in 1 hit. Lott going for the far sideline, too wide, and the Red Devils lead 2-1. Lawler to serve. First touch, back row is Cummings. She gets the set back, blocked by Barker and down in the corner. She lets out a shout of jubilation, and the Red Devils are a fifth of the way there. 3-1 on the T7 propane board. Served by Lawler. First touch, heading out of bounds, calmed down by Rose. Bopped back over by Cummings and the Red Devils. Critchfield sets up Barker, blocked right back to the Evanston Red Devils. Dump set, Critchfield now back to the Wildcats, and another great kill by Lott. Dead center, smacks it down on the near sideline. 3-2 Red Devils with South Summit's Cummings to serve. First touch, Coley, back row. Critchfield, cross set, Brown, far sideline into the net. We're tied at 3. Cummings to serve again. First touch, Coley in the back. Critchfield sends a high. Brown from the 10-foot line right at Bowen of the Wildcats. Broadbent through the Evanston block and down on the far side of the 10-foot line. And South Summit leads 4-3. Served by Cummings, received by Evanston's Coley. Into that, Critchfield waits for it, and it's cleared out by Barker. Back to Broadbent, she pushes it over the net, off of Brown, who reaches a fist out for it and bops it out of bounds. Red Devils down by 2. 5-3 in a race to 15. Cummings with the serve. First touch, Coley, Critchfield, back set. Lawler from the 10-foot stripe, great dig by Bowen for South Summit. Rogel from the far sideline, another great dig by Lawler. Sent over by Critchfield, back to the Wildcats. Broadbent puts it over the line, right to Barker. They'll go back and forth. Barker puts it down on the sideline. It's been a breakout weekend for Cassie Block Party Barker, and she has come out and played big in big moments for the Red Devils. Here's Barker to serve. Serve received in the back row by the Wildcats, blocked by Evanston. Critchfield goes Neely right side, off the top of the net, and now back to the Wildcats, pushed over by Broadbent. Critchfield sets up Fitch, down on the 10-foot stripe. We're tied at 5. Barker to serve again. First touch, back row, it's Bowen. Over return to Fitch, and she goes duck hunting, sending it back from where it came from. Red Devils in the lead. Barker to serve. A very young Evanston team, only 3 seniors in the program. 2 of them on the court right now. Served by Barker. Receive by Bowen. Broadbent near sideline, down in the far corner, and we're tied at 6. Lott to serve for the Wildcats. Barker comes off. Coley comes in. Serve received by Brown. Critchfield jump set. Brown far sideline. Great dig by the Wildcats, but it's an over-return into the net. Brown with the kill, and the Red Devils lead 7-6. Autumn Neely to serve. First touch, back row, Bowen. Rogel, near sideline, looking for the far corner, can't get it. Red Devils by 2, 8-6. About halfway there. Neely to serve. Long. 8-7. Stapleton will come in to serve for South Summit. First touch, back row, Lawler. Critchfield, cross set, Brown, far sideline, into the net, and we're tied at 8. Stapleton to serve again. Another great game between these two squads at Border Wars. Serve, receive, diving dig by Robertson, cleared up by Coley. McNulty gets the third hit for the Wildcats, sent back by Brown. Broadbent off the Evanston block, another diving dig by Robertson, cleared out by Lawler. Wildcats reset, Broadbent looking for the back row off the diving Lawler and out of play. South Summit takes the lead. Well, what a defensive stretch by the defensive specialist, Austin Robertson. Stapleton to serve, first touch Coley in the back row. Critchfield, cross set, far sideline, Brown, great dig by Bowen. Broadbent, near side, drops it over the net, Brown with the dig. Evanston gets Lawler from the back line, deflected high, and a third hit is pushed over by Broadbent. Evanston goes Critchfield to Lawler, looking for the back line, too much. 10-8, 10-8, South Summit. Stapleton to serve. Timeout called, we'll take it as well. Wildcats by 2 and a winner-take-all set. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and on the air at KNYN.
You went fishing and forgot your bait at home? Jackalope. Getting your shred on and need to pick up groceries? Jackalope. Jackalope Delivery. If we have it here, we can get it there. Your locally owned delivery company. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Another great matchup between the Wildcats and the Red Devils taking place at Border Wars 2024. It was a missed serve that won South Summit set 3 back in 2023. Let's see what happens here in 24. Serve received by Evanston, down by 2. Critchfield goes Brown on the near sideline, off the South Summit block, kept alive by Fitch. Back to the Red Devils, pushed over by Lawler, and now the Wildcats with Broadbent, too much. Red Devils cut the gap to 1. Alyssa Brown to serve. First touch, Stapleton. Pass over to Broadbent, far sideline, dug up by Coley, but there's a convergence of 2 Red Devils on the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and South Summit gets the serve back. Broadbent to serve. First touch, Lawler. Critchfield, dump set looking for the far corner, denied by Stapleton. Cummings on the near sideline, dug up by Evanston's Brown. Critchfield goes Lawler through the block, and now the Wildcats setting up Cummings on the near side again, looking for the far corner. Great dig by Coley. Left side Evanston, and dug up by Stapleton. Pushed back over by the Wildcats. Critchfield goes Lawler again on the far side, down on the 10-foot stripe, and the Red Devils cut it to 1. Fitch to serve. And here comes Parker for Coley. Red Devils down by 1. Looking for the back row, popped up high by Stapleton. McNulty blocked! by Barker. But they called her into the nets. (12-10) South Summit. Bowen with the serve, received by Evanston. Brown goes Critchfield. Left side, Lawler. Off the block of South Summit, kept alive, but it is over the net. Coley sends it right back. And the Red Devils get the gap back down to 1. Served by Critchfield, 12-11. Neely checks in for Robertson. Yes. She'll join Critchfield, Brown, Coley, Barker, and Lawler. First touch, Stapleton. Setting up Cummings, right side, off the Evanston block. Diving, Jaylee Critchfield keeps it alive. Coley bops it over the net in 3. Back to the Wildcats again. This time it is Lott, blocked by Neely. Now it goes to Cummings, back to the Red Devils. Put back over by Brown, and now the Wildcats tip it over. It's Cummings down on the 10-foot stripe. 13-11, South Summit. Sorry, I could not pull the name there for the longest time. Served by Rose, received by Coley. Critchfield gets it over to Lawler, back over the net. First touch, Bowen for the Wildcats. Cummings, near sideline, diagonal, looking for the far side. Denied by Coley. Critchfield sets up Lawler. Off the block, back to the Red Devils side. Critchfield pushes it back towards the far corner. Back to the Wildcats, they clear in 3. Critchfield with the receive in the back corner. Back to Lawler on the far sideline, too much. Match point, South Summit. Up 14-11. Serve into the nets. Still match point, South Summit. They lead by 2. 14-12, Lawler to serve. First touch, Broadbent, that's heading out of bounds, but tracked down by Rose. Pushed over by Lott, Neely keeps it alive. Critchfield sends it high, Lawler pushes it over the net, and now back to the Wildcats. Cummings for the win, great dig by Coley in the back row. Critchfield sets up Brown on the near side, kept alive by the Wildcats. Pushed back over by Cummings, and it's light, kept alive by Evanston. Lawler from the 10-foot stripe, bopped up high by the Wildcats. Rogel off the Evanston block and down on the South Summit side, and the Wildcats take a thriller. Final score, South Summit 15, Evanston 12, as the Wildcats take it 2 sets to 1. We'll be right back with our post-game show. You're tuned in to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Get a degree or certification. Earn your high school GED. Get job skills. Become CPR certified. Or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES #1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Making your car run better is Brett's Red Mountain Automotive's specialty. Brett and his crew can do a full engine replacement or repair, brakes, AC work, and more. Visit Brett's Red Mountain today across from the cemetery in Evanston.
Engines and transmissions, transmissions and engines.
Whenever you're in Evanston, Wyoming, the absolute best place to stay is the Best Western Dunmar Inn, with a wonderful on-site restaurant that offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a friendly staff ready and available to handle all your needs. The Best Western Dunmar Inn is a ground-level hotel with parking right at your front door. Rooms are convenient, comfortable, clean, and offer a great value for each guest. When you're in Evanston, stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District No. 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Welcome back to our post-game show. It's time for our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meet. Your final score, South Summit wins a classic over Evanston 2-1, 25-23. Evanston wins set 2, 25-15, and South Summit hangs on for a 15-12 set 3 victory. Great games by Emma Broadbent, Kyan Lawler, Cassie Barker, Kaisley Fitch, and Cassie Barker for the Red Devils. But Emma Broadbent, of course, the leader for the Wildcats. The kill coming from someone that has not made a lot of noise tonight, but she made the most noise when it counted for South Summit. We're talking about Jasmine Rogel, the sophomore, who had been the setter and does a great job, but she got an opportunity, dropped it down on the Evanston hardwood to take the win for South Summit again. 2-1, 25-23 South Summit in set 1, 25-15 Evanston in set 2, 15-12 South Summit in set 3. We're going to step aside. We come back. We'll wrap things up from the 2024 Evanston Border Wars with our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, as well as our Pepsi Player of the Game. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball, live on mylocalradio.com and KNYN.
Established in 1984, T7 Propane provides you with quick and affordable service. Rely on T7's services to bring warmth and comfort to your home or business. T7 Propane delivers everywhere from the Fort Bridger area throughout Bear Lake Valley. Schedule your delivery today at T7propane.com. T7 Propane, for all your propane needs.
Is pain holding you back from doing the things you love? At Evanston Regional Hospital, our expert physical therapists can help you get back to feeling your best. We offer personalized treatment plans designed to address your specific needs. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or simply looking to improve your mobility, don't let pain control your life. Take control of your health and get moving again. Ask your family doctor if physical therapy is right for you, or call one of our therapy departments directly. Evanston Regional Hospital, because your movement matters.
At T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston, we have your car covered. From collision repair to glass replacement and complete vehicle restorations, our team makes it look like new. T-Bar Body Shop in Evanston, across from the cemetery.
Healthy teeth and gums affect your overall health, including the mental image you have of yourself. That's just one reason that good dental care and hygiene habits should begin at a young age. Healthy teeth mean fewer sick days from school and higher self-esteem. We all want our children to be successful. Teaching them healthy dental habits at a young age with regular cleanings and dental checks is part of the answer. Dr. McKay Frankum serves patients of all ages. Call today and schedule dental appointments for your family. Dr. McKay Frankum, providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Time to wrap things up from the 2024 Evanston Border Wars. We have our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. And we're going to go with Jaylee Critchfield, the reverse dump set in set 2 to help set Evanston up to win that set 2 to force this third and deciding set. So Jaylee Critchfield caps off the final Border Wars of her career with that great play right there. That is our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. Moving on to our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi, and who's better today? This is a really, really difficult call. Jaylee Critchfield gets our Play of the Game, but our Player of the Game, it's Kyan Lawler. She was definitely one of the leaders on this team, had the aces, had the kills throughout the day. She was phenomenal, and Kyan Lawler gets our Pepsi Player of the Game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything's better with Pepsi. And that's going to do it for not just this game, but our coverage of the 2024 Evanston Border Wars here at Red Devil Gymnasium. Again, your final score of this final game, it is South Summit taking it 2-1, 25-23, 15-25, and 15-12. A big thank you to our producer back at the studio in downtown Evanston, who's been working just as hard as us all weekend, Mr. Colton Bagley. Our executive producer and owner, Val Cook, who lent us a hand when we were shorthanded yesterday, could not have done it without him. Our sales department, led by our sales manager, Matt Petrie, and our sales associates, Julie Burley, Sarah Pay, Julie Nelson, and AJ Lamb. We could not do anything you see on mylocalradio.com without their hard work and the support of our sponsors. And on behalf of the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports Network, we have Voice of the Valley, Mr. Anthony Colasuno, Group Voices of the Rich Rebels, Rob Leifson, Cullen Pace, and Bradley Holmes, Voice of the Westside Pirates in Idaho, Mr. Jace Andrews, and Voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm Elan Olliff saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on mylocalradio.com and KNYN. Friday, Evanston goes to Riverton for football for a big matchup, a rematch of the state quarterfinals from last year, live from Wolverine Stadium in Riverton. Pregame brought to you by Cazin's Ace and Furniture at 5:15 with kickoff at 6 o'clock on Friday. If you can't make it to Riverton, join the rest of the Red Devil fans at Aspen Cinema's free admission to watch the game on the big screen and buy yourself some concessions while you're there. Thank you to them for providing it. Thank you for you for tuning in, and we will see you live from Riverton on Friday. Thank you guys so much, and take care.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on mylocalradio.com.